Welcome back to the Juice Podcast. It's Friday, and today we're doing a music review.
We are gonna kick off this music review thing we got going on with some just basic rock and roll. This is just so rock and roll.
I don't know if it's basic rock and roll.
It's really rock and roll.
Can you tell the audience what band and what song we're into today?
Well, let's play a little game. If you actually know these guys, put it in the comment section. When I finished, I'll give you 3 seconds to do so. I'll tell you, they are a German band. They play really good basic rock and roll. There's a lot of guitar, there's a lot of solo. He has a raspy voice. They have made a lot of songs just about rock and roll, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, that whole thing. They have a song about a guy who has long hair and how it's hard on him for having long hair.
Tokyo Hotel.
No. They're from Germany. And they are something, they have a name that has something to do with roses. If you know who they are, put it in the comments and I'll give you 3 seconds to do so.
Done.
They are called the New Roses, and I don't know if it's a pun on Guns N' Roses and they are the New Roses, I don't know. But they are from Germany and they are some awesome dudes. Last time I checked, they were 3 in the band.
Yeah.
And I've actually listened to them live. I was in...
Wow, you actually heard these guys live.
And it's...
I'm jealous right now because I just heard the song that we're supposed to review today. And I'm actually... This is a band that I want to watch. Because the energy is really, really good on this track. Because it actually... I think I've mentioned this to you while listening to it. The chorus in this track kind of reminds me of the big choruses that a band like Black Field Rise could write, because they also have this iconic big rock and roll choruses with big vocals and open chords and everything. And
really, you can hear it's not power chords that's going through.
No, it's not power chords on this shit.
They have a really gnarly, that really it's almost like 60s, 70s rock and roll, a little bit more distortion. I think AC/DC with a mix of a bit of country, perhaps a little country blues kind of thing. It's a really good rock and roll song. It's not heavy in every way.
Meets Bryan Adams.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's pretty.
Thank you.
Pretty cool. Thank you. Yeah, kind of is.
I nailed it right on the head there.
It really is. The song we just listened to is called "Down by the River." It's from their new album, who released in 2019.
Yeah.
I unfortunately haven't heard that particular song live, but I did hear them live. I was actually listening to another band who came to Denmark and was playing. And these guys were just the
it was like the support gang.
Yeah, the support.
They were the support.
They were actually the support.
That's an insane warm up right there.
Yeah, and I remember I was talking with a girl in their merch booth, and she said, "Oh, do you know these guys that are supposed to go out?" I said, "No, I don't. But are they good?" And she was like, "Yeah, they're really energetic, and they're pretty cool." And then they played, and I was like, "All right. Fuck the other guys. Can we just make these guys play for the whole concert?" Don't get me wrong, the main band was really amazing too. I've been fans of those for a long time. But oh my god, like he just came on there with his long curly hair and a guitar, and then
he did what rock and roll is supposed to do.
He fucked up that microphone with his voice in such an amazing way. It's so energetic and there, I think it was the bassist who just had ridiculously long hair. They played "Life Ain't Easy for a Boy with Long Hair." They played that song, that song where it's just about alcohol. They have so many great ones. I can't even remember them now. They have so many great ones.
And it's actually kind of weird because when I listen to this track, the feel of the track feels like it's supposed to be a love song for someone here. Yeah. Like there's like someone spilling his heart out, like the classic love song vibe to it. But then again, when you're listening to the lyrics, it feels more like a gate who like a gate. What the hell?
It's a
Darth Gator, he's returning. Darth Gator is returning. If you haven't watched the Darth Gator episode, I'll just put that video down here. You should really check it out. It's kind of funny. But yeah, no, this is about a guy who's late for a barbecue. Down by the river. And Because what is it about? Like
I know. I have actually read
a
the lyrics.
6-pack and and an hour in. Like what is?
I think I told you before. They have a sentence in the song, the chorus, and he sings when tomorrow was a year away. The song is about youth. It's about being young.
So we can't relate to it.
Yeah, not anymore.
Not anymore, man.
But it is a guy reminiscing. We actually can, because the song is about a guy reminiscing back to the days where all you needed to have fun was a 6-pack and a radio down by the river.
Down the summer of '69.
When tomorrow was a year away.
Yeah.
When the future and what you had to do, it was just so far ahead. You were young now and you didn't think about 30 years tomorrow. Nobody cared. It was just that was the future, and it was long. That was a long way. I just really like that analogy.
Yeah.
When tomorrow was a year away. When the future was just the future. The present was now, and we were living now. We just needed a radio and a 6-pack down by the river, and we were having fun. And that's kind of what the song is about. Reminiscing about the childhood, how it was back then. How the future all of a sudden, caught up to you. All of a sudden it...
Yeah, and
wasn't just the present
exactly.
anymore.
Like it catches up to you really, really fast, and that's the weird part about this. I don't know if all their tracks have the same vibe, but bad coffee.
Yeah, it's gotten cold.
Oh damn, that's not good, man. I better wrap this up quick. But no, I was like saying, sadly to me, the vibe doesn't feel that new and original. No. But then again, it's one of the genres and the typical types of rock and roll that I don't really feel has an expiration date.
No,
it's something that never really gets old. You can always listen to this type of music. I remember back in the day, this type of music was played mostly in movies. And it was played by, you've seen all these barbecue scenes, and you've seen these holiday movies and like family movies, and it's pretty much that type of music that is being played in the background. And when you reflect in that to your own life, I'm playing this type of music when I'm driving my car, especially during the summer.
Yeah, it's really
so the question is this actually a seasonal type of genre? It feels like a summer genre.
It does have those summer vibes.
Yeah, like it doesn't
just,
really feel like the type of music
yeah.
you would play with your windows down during the holidays, during the winter holidays.
No, not really. I agree with you. I mean, you're right.
We did just discover the secret here. Is there actually a thing called seasonal rock?
Yeah, I do think that my taste in music kind of also changes with the seasons, I guess. I don't know. There's just some music that I put on when it's summer, and then there are other music I put on when it's not summer.
I never really thought about this, but this is actually I'm really thinking this is a seasonal band.
It is
They would have a lot more to do during the summer festivals than they would have during a winter show somewhere.
They are definitely. they are upbeat. They're cool. This is not by any means a sad song either. It's more a song with
this very energetic
hope and reminiscing the past in a positive way.
There's definitely some energy going on here.
Yeah,
and you have
his voice.
Oh yeah, he's really having that crispy old school rock and roll vibe.
Crispy is the right word.
Oh my god,
I can feel
it actually brings me back to the good old. Like I actually think we hit the nail on saying AC/DC mixed with the Bryan Adams vibe there.
Yeah,
I think that was a tap on the shoulder from myself.
Yeah, I think so too. There is a thing that I kind of thought about, that whole thing about where you said this is not new in any way, and you're actually right. But there is a little but to some of that, because I don't really think music is always about doing something new. Please, there's so many bands who are doing the same thing. Every time something is new, everybody else also chip in. Yeah. And I really think that musicians should be careful about always like trying to make new genres, almost trying to invent the deep end of the pool every freaking song. I mean, this is a good example of, they're a modern band. This was released in 2019. I think they're going on tour as soon as they can again. And you're right. this is something you've heard like 1,000 times.
Yeah,
there's many bands who do this.
That's what I actually.
So amazing.
That's what makes me so hopeful, actually, because it's a genre that isn't really new. It's a genre that's been around forever.
Yeah,
but there's still an audience for it,
and it's good. And
there are still people out there who's actually waiting for this band to come around to their hometown.
Absolutely, and I really do think that we musicians should be careful about always wanting to renew everything. That everything is always about inventing something new, doing something cool and original. Sometimes, listen, you're playing new age.
I don't know if that's new age, but like
we've
been categorized as like new metal.
And
it's one of those genres we didn't really want to fall into, but we have to admit we are new metal.
Absolutely, and I think that it's important. But wouldn't you say that it's important if you like rock, and you love playing rock, and you want to play music, and you want to write music that you really like and enjoy and can stay by, then you shouldn't go write pop. You should write rock.
Yeah, I should write rock. Yeah. You bring out that guitar, that dusty old electric guitar that's been standing in the corner of your room for way too long. Yeah. Dust it off and put some new strings on it. Plug it into the amp and rock out, my man. And the New Roses, if you're checking out this review, welcome to the Juice Podcast. First of the foremost, and if you're already here, why don't you just subscribe and like? But we would really love you guys to come to Denmark, and we are gonna stand in the front row. We are big fans of your music.
Because
that's amazing. That's amazing rock and roll, right?
And
there.
I think we should be careful telling young people that, or just telling musicians in general, that everything has to be like original. You has to be new and stuff like that. But listen, if you love playing rock, play some rock. If you like pop, do pop. It doesn't always have to be about constantly making something new and original and amazing. Just write good music, go for it, live out your dream. And I think that pressure in always renewing yourself can be damaging to some degree.
Man.
And I think the New Roses is a good example of somebody who's doing the same rock recipe that has been done 1,000 times. But you know what?
They're doing it right. They're doing it correctly. That there's a difference between doing it wrong and of course doing it right that head on the nail. Doing it so correctly that you can't help but rock out. So they can't have my head was banging to that shit.
If this was the 80s, they would have been like
they would have been superstars by now, man. Like
they would have been like the new ones, right?
Driving around in Bentleys and living the LA American dream, and
they are amazing. They're doing something that have been done before, but Jesus Christ, they're just doing it so good. They're doing it so good, and I'm super biased because I love this kind of music, and I really wish it would never go away. And I wish that the New Roses will never ever change. Sean.
Like
don't do anything. You're doing it good now.
This is gonna maybe be a fan favorite comment, but imagine the New Roses going on tour with Blackstone Cherry.
Oh, that would be good.
If you don't know who Blackstone Cherry is, go to the description down below, and I'll link you to one of their tracks called Mary Jane.
Oh, I was just
you're gonna love me for this. You're gonna love me for this.
Yeah, it's so cool. Because New Roses is definitely down that lane.
Yeah,
and I would say Me and Mary Jane, that whole song, it's a bit more heavy. It's a bit more metal, and I'd say the New Roses
kind of
is
country
a bit
heavy.
And the New Roses is more like a rock country and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
but it's definitely down the same line of music. So amazing.
So dudes out there and dudians, go listen to the New Roses.
Yeah.
And if you actually find their music out there, imagine just go to the comment section and tell them that the Juice Podcast sent you here. That would be fucking amazing, man. So
share if you got it right. Share if you already knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, that would be so good. That would be so good.
I'm imagining there's some Germans out there who knew who they are.
And while you're at it, remember to go down to the description and find the new merch from the Juice Podcast. We have the mugs right here. They're available down there, and we have t-shirts as well.
Yep, they are amazing to cold bean juice. I have some cold coffee, which is cold bean juice.
Yeah,
and they make it taste less horrible.
It's actually impressive.
Cold coffee is nasty.
Cold coffee is nasty, so don't get cold coffee into those guys.
But yeah, go check out the merch if you want to.
Yeah.
If you want to support the channel, everything is
everything is down there. Yeah. And we'll be wrapping up this music for you this time around. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, press that notification bell. All the things, because it really helps out the channel, really helps us grow. And and hopefully you'll have
the podcast out last
check out
Wednesday.
the podcast. Like, if you haven't checked the podcast, if you're just here for the music review, what are you doing? Go to the podcast. There's so much more comedy going on in that podcast, I promise you. So no guys, we hope you have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye.